They quietly antagonize you, but cause you to interact with them because they're the devil and are truly looking for a reaction. When you have someone that is looking for a reaction from you, they're going to try and make it so you have to interact with them. When you snap on a person or spaz out on them and they're an energy vampire, this person may act like they have an issue or a problem with what you just did or how you handled the situation. But what you may fail to realize is this person is addicted to situations like that because they're looking for the same situation to keep happening. They want this problem to continuously arise again and again and again. You are the type to solve problems and not like having a whole lot of issues to deal with. So when you have someone that is a problem causer rather than a problem solver, you will oddly find this person trying to create tension where there should be peace, where there should be a level of respect for this person and yourself. But what you'll find is most people don't even respect themselves enough to carry themselves a certain way, let alone have respect for you. So this antagonizer that is constantly looking for problems to create, looking left, looking right, this person is fake. This is not a real person, because if they were, they wouldn't be involved in such activities. But you're real, and you're also a real source of power and energy for these vampires. So what you're going to realize about them is they're not going to do things that would cause you to be able to get along with them. This isn't just your average issue with someone or a misunderstanding or something that has to be worked out between you and another person. No, this isn't that. This is someone who deliberately, day after day, is looking for a situation that they can use to cause problems. This person lives for negative energy. This person lives for your negative reaction because it gives them a sense of power, it gives them a sense of meaning, and it also gives them one of the greatest things that they enjoy the most: having control over another person. These types of individuals, I would be able to come to the conclusion that they can't even control themselves, but they want to be in the business of controlling you, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever if you ask me for my opinion. But you will find people like this always having to put themselves in your way, in your face, in your atmosphere, constantly trying to make you experience them in some type of way. Their energy, their attitude, their way of life, or whatever it is they have going on for themselves. You try to stay away from this person or people like this. You try to avoid people like this, situations like this. But these types of people, because they're addicted to the adrenaline that they get from being the root of a problem and the attention that they gain from it, they're unable to let these things go. They're unable to handle these situations maturely, and they're unable to just move on with their life. The fact that some of these people can even find time to focus on their life or get things done is beyond me. It blows my mind to see that there are people like this who could actually hold it together and have it together. Apparently, there are still things you can learn from even the strangest or oddest of people. So I don't discredit any good information or anything positive, even if I have to take it from someone who I feel isn't positive at all, because of the way they choose to interact with you on the day-to-day basis. And I just find it odd and strange, because when you go out of your way to stay out of a person's way and you continue to see them in your way, it's like, what do you have to do to make this person understand? What do you have to do to drive this point on home? Because if trying to work things out calmly in a respectful, peaceful manner doesn't work, what else are you left to do but to flash on a person, or spaz on a person, or snap on a person? But when you have people antagonizing you quietly, you end up looking like the bad person. When you have someone who has an issue with you, but you don't have an issue with them, but you're tired of what they're trying to do to you, you could potentially lose your ish. And like a plunger, like a plumber throwing the plunger, I can't deal with this ish. That's a bar from Kid Stunt Hard. If you haven't heard that freestyle, look up Lil Wayne featuring Kid Stunt Hard. It was the original version before Eminem, Drake, Wayne, and Kanye hopped on it. I believe Kid had one of the hottest verses on there. They didn't let him on because he would have chewed everybody up, and it would have been a tie for him and Wayne. I don't think it had anything to do with Wayne, but there was a lot of A-list stars on there that already had a slot. So when it became a hit, of course, the producer's going to go where the bag is. Just a sidebar. So when you have individuals who want to be an issue to you, you have individuals that want to make things hard for you. When you're trying to make peace with them and trying to make things better for everyone, it could cause you to lose your cool, lose your ish, because you're putting all this time and effort into trying to make sure that things are well for everyone, and you have someone that seems to be inconsiderate of that or just unaware of that. So you have to give people a chance. None of us are perfect, but there's a difference between giving someone a chance, because none of us are perfect, and allowing someone to cross your boundaries and constantly try to play you for a fool, like you don't know what time it is, or you were born yesterday or last week or a second ago. They're well aware of what they do, because you can tell that once you haven't given these individuals enough time or enough energy, or you've been keeping yourself cool and calm and relaxed and not reacting to their foolishness and their nonsense, you could tell by how they keep coming back for more. It's like they're hungry for more. They're thirsty for more. They have a desire to keep engaging with you this type of way. But once you begin to turn up, that's when they cry wolf. Hey, I'm not doing anything. Hey, what did I do? Hey, I'm the victim here. So you have to be careful how you tend to handle people like this and situations like this, because you think you're saving the day for yourself, or you think you're doing something or acting in a way that's going to make things work out for you, so that way this type of behavior doesn't continue. But in some situations, what you're really doing is either causing yourself to get placed out of an opportunity that you could truly benefit from. So you have to weigh your options. You have to weigh your pros versus your cons. You have to sometimes withstand the lesser of the two evils. And you have to put how you would really truly want to handle the situation to the side. And you may have to continue to communicate. And that's why communication rules the nation. There's ways that you can talk to people and let them know that they're kind of wearing you down to the last and final straw. Or you can communicate to people and let them know that the type of behavior that they're trying to engage you in is unacceptable, and you won't have any part of it. See, God gave us 2 ears and a mouth. So after 2 ears and 1 mouth. So after you've taken time to either listen to the other person, and he also gave us eyes for all of us that can see. He's given us eyes and he's given us a mind to be able to interpret, analyze, discern. But your instincts and your intuition are above those. They're the closest thing connecting you to God, or the closest thing you could say that you have to God here on this earth. And they won't steer you wrong. They won't lead you in the wrong direction if you don't ignore them. That's why you can't ignore them. That's why you have to eat properly. That's why you have to get enough rest. That's why you have to treat your body like a temple and put the right things inside of it. So that way, like Andre 3000 said, in the art of storytelling, you can get the signal as clear as day. Gotta have a clear signal to interpret downloads from the Creator. So as you get these downloads about those around you, and God helps you, your discernment helps you, your intuition helps you, your instincts help you determine what's actually happening around you, you'll begin to see that, you know what? This wasn't an assumption at all. This wasn't me making an ass out of myself. This was me making some understanding of this person trying to be an ass. So when you have people that don't care about how they interact with you because they're only looking for one result, and that's for you to react to it, you have to take a step back from that situation. That's a situation that you have to handle with care, because there may be some things on the line involved with that situation. Could be a job, which is your livelihood, how you take care of yourself, how you pay your bills, your rent, how you take care of yourself and keep a good upkeep on your self-image. Or it could just be something that you're benefiting from that's attached to that situation. So the best thing for you to do is to find a way to separate yourself mentally from this person, from their behavior, from whatever torment it may be causing you, because you're going to have to make the best decision possible and treat this situation with care and handle it in a way to where you can communicate and get across your point of view without having to get yourself canceled. Because I know that you may want to fly off the handle. I know you may want to handle the situation the way you feel is best at the time. But just because you may feel something is right in the moment doesn't mean that long term that's the way you want things to go. Because you may handle something in a way to where now you got yourself in a bit of trouble, even though you're the hero in the situation. You were just trying to solve the problem the best way you knew how. But in the heat of the moment, you're going to have to do your best to make sure you don't react, because you don't want to throw away all the steps moving forward that you've taken in the right direction. If you've been moving forward, if you've been doing some positive things, if you've been turning your mind around and turning your life around, you don't want to throw all that away because of a situation that caused you to lose your cool. Especially when you're the coolest. You're the most calmest and relaxed person. And that's how you have to see yourself. You're not going to let anyone trick you out your spot. You're not going to allow anything or anyone to ruin what you have going on. And that's just that. You have to have tunnel vision. You got to be able to see past what you don't want. You got to be able to see past any annoyances. You have to be able to see past and bypass anything that may be causing you trouble and stick to the course. Because sticking to the course gets results. Sticking to the course allows you to grow. Seeds get dirt thrown upon them. And then as soon as they get comfortable and dry, they get water poured on them. And then as soon as they get comfortable in that situation, then they're forced to grow. Seeds don't have it easy. And if seeds don't have it easy, neither will you. Because life is not meant to be easy. It's just meant for you to experience. It's meant for you to get dirty. It's meant for you to be uncomfortable. And you're meant to be forced to grow. Somebody hit that like button. Somebody hit that share button. Somebody don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That is a very powerful statement right there. God just gave me that. Thank you, Father. He wanted me to share that throughout this video. So you're just like that seed. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable in life, but it forces you to grow. So there are times in life where you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Maybe you're not comfortable with confronting others. Maybe you're not comfortable with confrontation. It's a part of life. Confrontation is a part of life. If somebody brings you confrontation, don't be afraid to confront them about it. Don't keep your mouth closed. If you have something good to say, and if you just want to communicate. But if you don't have anything good to say at that particular moment, or if you're about to react, it's probably best you keep your mouth closed, keep your mouth shut. Say some psalms, sing a song unto the Lord, sing some praise, create a song if you have to, You take God is good and just freestyle it. Anything to take your mind off of whatever is about to cause you to lose your cool. Because people have their perception of us. And if you're perceived as someone who is aggressive, someone who is a problem causer, someone who flies off the handle, then you're going to be the one who gets themselves in a worse off situation. You're going to be the one who's seen as the troublemaker. You're going to be the one who is seen as the person that's not stable. Perception is a mother. All right, but you have to learn how to deal with that and just be conscious to the fact that if I act a certain way, that's how people are going to see me. Not that you care, but certain situations call for certain type of actions. So you could probably get away with certain things out in the street that you probably couldn't get away with in a situation to where you're dependent upon it, even if it's for the time being, like a job or a connection or something that you're using to better yourself or your life. So weighing your options, your pros and cons is very important. Handle this situation the way I want, get my point across in full, and not care about the consequences just because something is happening that I don't like or appreciate, or going after life in a way to where I know the situation is going to be handled. I'm going to put some faith on it. I'm going to put some focus on it. I'm going to put some intelligence on it. And I'm going to let this person hang themselves. I'm going to let this person destroy themselves. Because sooner or later, when the devil devils, the pit that he digs for you, God's going to force him to trip and fall into it. All you have to do is keep your cool and keep your eye out for that opportunity. And they'll trip and fall into that hole that they dug for you. Best believe it. You better believe it. So keep moving in a upward direction. Don't stop your momentum. Don't allow this to stop your drive. Don't allow this to stop your focus. Don't allow this to ruin your day, ruin your mood, ruin your time, waste your time. You've got things you've got to do. You got things you got to take care of. You have a life to live. And being stressed isn't going to do you any good. Cause you to forget things, not think straight. Leave things behind, not handle things that you need to throughout the day. So let this person interact with you the way they feel is best, because we have no control over that. But what we can do is communicate. What we can do is talk to them. What we can do is tell them what we don't tolerate. What we can do is communicate to them that this type of behavior is unacceptable. That way you can get your point across. That way you can let off some steam, and you can also improve and enhance your self-esteem by standing up to anyone trying to cause conflict, confronting the person trying to cause confrontation, using your voice, using your power, not being powerless, but being powerful, which will cause you to now look for different ways of handling a situation that will benefit you. So I behoove you to take heed to this word, this message that I've just delivered in this video, because it would do you a lot of benefit to move in a way that will lead you towards the finish line instead of any other line. I would like to thank you for watching this video, smashing the like button, smashing the share button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.